Here's the exact moment you should stop doing everything yourself as a founder. This decision determines whether you stay stuck or you scale. There's a moment every founder hits that quietly determines the future of the business. Not a funding round, not a viral launch, not even revenue. It's the moment you realize that doing everything yourself isn't a hustle anymore. It is the bottleneck. In the beginning, doing everything makes sense. You're close to the customer, you're learning fast, every task teaches you something. Wearing every hat feels productive because in the beginning, it is. But at some point, what once helped you grow starts holding you back. The problem is that moment doesn't announce itself. There's no alert that says, congrats, you should stop. Instead, it shows up as exhaustion, no family time, busy, busy, busy. Context switching, long days, where you're busy but progress feels slow. You're answering emails, fixing small issues, jumping into tasks that technically matter, but none of them move the business forward in a meaningful way. Most founders misread this phase. They think the answer is more discipline, better time management, wake up earlier, working harder. But the real issue isn't effort, it's leverage. The exact moment you should stop doing everything yourself is when your time becomes more valuable than the tasks you're doing. Not emotionally, economically. If you're spending hours on work that someone else could do 70 or 80% as well as you, you're already behind. Because your job as a founder is no longer execution, it's direction. This is where founder psychology gets tricky. Letting go feels irresponsible. You tell yourself no one will do it right. You think delegating will slow things down. And in the short term, you're not wrong. Teaching someone takes longer than doing it yourself. But that short-term pain is the price of long-term scale. Here's the shift most founders struggle to make. Stop asking, can someone do this as well as me? And start asking, is this the best use of my attention? Those are very different questions. Founders who stay stuck usually stay operational. They measure their value by how busy they are. They confuse control with leadership. And they end up building a job, not a company. Founders who scale make a different move. They protect their attention aggressively. They step out of tasks that are repeatable, predictable, and trainable. And they reinvest that time into decisions only they can make. Vision, strategy, hiring, culture. A simple rule here helps. If a task shows up every week and it doesn't require founder-level judgment, it's a candidate for delegation. Not because it's unimportant, but because it's important enough to systematize. Listen up, founders. The goal isn't to disappear from the business. It's to move up a level. You go from doing the work to designing the work, to designing the people who do the work. That transition is uncomfortable. It feels slower before it feels faster. But every meaningful company goes through it. And the ones that don't usually stall at the same ceiling. Busy, stressed, and capped by one person's bandwidth. Here's the real takeaway. Scaling isn't about doing more. It's about deciding what only you should do and letting go of everything else. If you're constantly overwhelmed, it's not a sign that you're failing as a founder. It's a sign that it's simply time for you to evolve. If this helped you rethink your role in your business, subscribe for more breakdowns on founder psychology, leadership, and scaling without burnout.